for you?
Great reset for us. Got some guys back healthy. It was good for me to just get off my legs for a little bit and just make a good reset mentally to get ready for this last stretch of games.
What does it feel? What's the feeling in the locker room right now going into one of your biggest Big Sky matchups?
Just on edge, just this team always is playing on edge. We're just ready to compete at any moment. Kind of the bye week we wanted to play on Saturday. It was kind of hard watching all the games on Saturday knowing that we weren't playing, but the locker room's ready. We're super excited to go out there to Cheney and get a dub, so really excited.
What stands out to you about their defense?
I know a lot of guys on that end, so it's going to be cool to see a bunch of my friends that I know, but I see that they fly around the ball a lot. They play hard, they play passionate, and they just be in the right spot. Their coach puts them in the right spot. They stay in their scheme pretty much all game, so I just think they're a really disciplined outfit, so we're going to have to play mistake-free football.
Who are some of the guys that you're close with on the team?
I know both their corners, the backup, both their safeties, their linebacker. So I know about maybe 14 plus guys on their team. So yeah, a lot of guys from Western Washington are on that team. So I know a bunch.
Does that add a little more drive to you personally, being that you're so connected?
Oh yeah, definitely. So we want those bragging rights, when we're training in the summer all together, when we get all together at our training facility. But I just like to take every game as just another game, just make sure don't build any more pressure than you need to on that game, and just make sure you're just ready and prepared for all you can do.
Have you guys been exchanging texts back and forth yet this week?
No, yeah, it's kind of since Sunday it's no talking until after the game, but yeah, I'm really excited to get out there in Cheney and get back home and play in front of some of my fans from Western Washington as well.
Did you talk to them at all after that Weaver State game? Or what did you see from that game film if you've dived into it?
I talked to one of the receivers there, and he was just like, just disappointed in their play and just left some plays out there. They left some plays out there and kind of let that game slip away and let Weaver creep up and then made some mistakes, and then boom, the game was over. So it's kind of cool to have guys on the other side of a different rivalry team, you could say, but I don't try to look into that. It's just once they're in a red jersey, they're in a red jersey, and I'm all Bobcats, Mm-hmm.
Safe to say there'd be a lot of talking during the game between you and the corners,
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, a little chirping here and there, but I try to stay focused throughout all that and make sure they don't get me out their game and get me out my head, But I'll give them a little chirp in there, let them know what's going on. But it's all love from my side and definitely from theirs too. We've been through some stuff from being just Western Washington kids getting underlooked, and then now we're at a big stage. It's just time to show out what we've all been working for.
How exciting was that? Was a 65-yard touchdown, especially with the kind of struggles early on in that game?
It was fun, man. It was finally fun to have the ball come my way and then just make plays once it got in my hands. But yeah, it was definitely. I haven't scored in a long time, so I was waiting for that time to get back in that end zone, and it felt really good to connect with Matt and get that one in the end zone.
Seemed like a subdued celebration. Was that purposeful, or were you trying to?
Yeah, Antonio Brown does that. A little call to God,
a
little house call kind of when you go on a long touchdown. So just trying to make sure my celebrations are on point with vegan. You know what I mean? So make sure they're short and quick and get to the sideline. Yeah.
And Matt, I mean, that was a perfect ball to you. Just after he had kind of been struggling with accuracy early on. I mean, how good did that see just to see him kind of get back on track?
It was good, man. I was right in stride. That's all I can ask for. I just did the rest. The easy part is just to catch it. He has to handle the coverages and people blitz in and different types of throws he has to throw, and I just got to run, catch, and block. So if I can just make that play for him, I know that's going to excel his game.